After smashing 2 past Chelsea, Newcastle are back to winning ways. Although Eddie Howe's Magpies had a heated battle at St James's Park, it was the unlikely heroes who stepped up and changed the game.
Great to get through to the next round. Clean sheet, big win. See you in the quarterfinal. Ciao.
From a Sandro Tonali masterclass.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today.
To Newcastle's unnoticed evolution, to the Lloyd Kelly revolution,
I thought we coped with it well.
to the breaking transfer developments. As per, join us as we discuss the 5 things we learned from Newcastle United 2 Chelsea 0.
Let's go!
So the first thing we learned was the Tonali masterclass and midfield dominance. Sandro Tonali delivered a standout performance in the midfield, showcasing his talent and ability to handle increased responsibility with Bruno Guimaraes on the bench. Tonali was consistently available for the ball, demonstrating excellent movement and quick distribution. His ability to transition the play rapidly was key, culminating in his first assist, an incisive pass to Alexander Isak for the opening goal. This display marked a significant highlight of his season, as he excelled in the number 6 central defensive midfield role. His passing network illustrated that he was the heartbeat of the team, demonstrating that his primary position may be in central defensive midfield, rather than on the flanks. He dominated the midfield battle, effectively neutralizing opponents and dictating the tempo of the game. His near miss with a stunning shot further emphasized his attacking potential, adding an exciting dimension to his display. Having a 7.5 match rating, 1 assist, 37 out of 41 accurate passes, meaning a 90% passing accuracy. 3 chances created, 1 big chance created, 1 shot, 2 blocks, 2 interceptions, and 4 recoveries.
Good, Sandy played a different role, played it very well. So lots for me to reflect on.
This match represented a crucial result for Newcastle United, marking one of their most significant victories of the season. The first half reflected the high intensity that defines Eddie Howe's side, with the midfield trio of Tonali, Sean Longstaff, and Joe Willock working in harmony. Their collective effort was instrumental in establishing control and creating opportunities. And that moves us to the second thing we learned, that being Longstaff, the lucky charm. Sean Longstaff has emerged as a vital player for Newcastle, with the team winning 5 out of the last 6 matches he has started, along with 1 draw. While he had a few careless moments in possession, his defensive contributions were invaluable. Longstaff consistently read the game well, intercepting passes and breaking up opposition plays. His presence has undoubtedly strengthened Newcastle's defensive stability, making them more solid in midfield, having a 6.8 match rating, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 2 interceptions, 7 recoveries and 1 dribbled past. A disallowed goal would have capped off a great performance and birthday for him.
Very good. I think Sean's highly intelligent. He understands what the team needs, both in and out of possession, does a really very, very good job and consistent job for the team. I was very pleased with his performance today. I think it was sort of a tower of strength for us in midfield. I thought the balance of midfield looked good.
Joe Willock, having a 7.1 match rating, also played a significant role in the second goal and was a constant threat with his driving runs from midfield. This match was a positive step for him as he gradually returns to form. His contributions not only boosted his confidence, but also highlighted his importance to the team's attacking dynamics.
Display time. I thought Joe was good today. I thought that sort of goal typifies him. I think he has the ability to score. He always wants to be in the box. He always wants to be creative. He's a really energetic force in our midfield when he's playing well, and we've missed him so much through injury. It's been very difficult for him. Been a long way back, and it's never been totally smooth. He looked good though physically today. I thought he looked fit, so yeah, big performance from him.
Talking about attacking dynamics, Joelinton missed a clear chance early in the match, a recurring theme in his play, but he rebounded well to deliver a solid performance on the left wing. His versatility was on display as he effectively interchanged with Willock and even contributed defensively as the match progressed, demonstrating his discipline and strength in various roles. Having a 6.9 match rating, 51 touches, 32 out of 35 accurate passes, meaning a 91% passing accuracy, 1 key pass, 1 accurate long balls, 1 shot off target, hitting the woodwork once, 3 out of 4 successful dribbles, 1 big chance missed, 5 out of 11 ground duels won. He actually had the most dribbles in the match.
Yeah, it was all those things. I think we needed a performance and a result. I think we got that tonight, especially in the first half. Thought it was a hallmark, us at our best, front foot, really good energy, good feel, good quality, good attitude most importantly, and a massive win for us.
Overall, the midfield's performance was key to Newcastle's success, with Tonali's masterclass leading the way. Then the third thing we learned was the unlikely heroes. Schar being a bargain gets spoken about a lot, and rightly so, as he had a 7.5 match rating, 3 clearances, 2 blocked shots, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, 0 times dribbled past, 56 touches, 35 out of 46 accurate passes, 9 out of 14 accurate long balls, 3 out of 4 ground duels won, and 1 out of 1 aerial duel won. But Emil Kraft being brought in for £5 million was sensational business in hindsight. Kraft has proven to be a valuable asset over his 5 years with the club. He effectively neutralised Mykhailo Mudryk, providing a solid defensive display that kept the winger in check. Having a 7.5 match rating, 54 touches, 2 out of 3, successful dribbles, 7 passes into the final third, 1 accurate long ball, 0 times dispossessed, 100% tackles won, 1 block, 5 clearances, 3 headed clearances, 1 interception and 5 recoveries. Kraft embodies the spirit of a squad player, always reliable and never letting the team down. His late-game contribution, where he carried the ball from deep and provided an assist to Osula, highlighted his versatility and commitment. Lloyd Kelly delivered what many consider his best performance in a Newcastle shirt. His display was marked by crucial blocks, with him throwing his body in front of shots, and a strong overall showing that helped maintain the team's defensive integrity. Kelly's athleticism was evident as he effectively dealt with quicker wingers, showcasing his ability to match speed with skill. Having 39 touches, 100% accurate long balls, 2 blocks, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 1 recovery, 2 out of 3 ground duels won, 1 out of 2 aerial duels won, being fouled twice while not committing a single foul.
Through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, you must be pleased with that.
Yeah, of course, we want to progress as far as we can in these cup competitions, and I think we put in a performance that shows we kind of deserve to go through. The first half was solid. We implemented the game plan to a T, and of course got the 2 goals. Going into the second half, we knew it was going to be difficult. They needed to do something, and I thought we coped with it well. Of course, there was spells in the second half where we thought we could have controlled the game more, but overall, I think everyone done their job and of course got the victory.
Is it fair to say that was the performance and result that you needed after Sunday's disappointment against the same opposition?
Yeah, I think of course coming off the back of it, we knew we had to turn it around and kind of put in a performance, which we did, and everyone's glad with the win.
It was a very fast start from yourselves. Was that always kind of part of the plan? Was that what you wanted to do early on?
100%. We knew we had to come out the blocks quick, kind of put them under pressure. We knew kind of what they wanted to do with the ball. They wanted to play and find passes, but of course it's tough doing that when you're put under a lot of pressure, which we do. So it was an excellent start from us.
The second half in particular, Chelsea started to put a bit more pressure on. You were part of a very disciplined defensive display there. How pleasing was it to kind of get the clean sheet as well?
It's massive for us defenders. I think that's something that we said before the game. Let's get a clean sheet, let's be solid, and we done that. Of course, during the game there was times where we were a bit stretched and we needed to make blocks, put tackles, which everyone along the back line, midfield, done. So everyone's pleased.
What kind of impact can that win have on confidence within the group?
It's huge. It's huge. Of course, coming off the back of the loss in the league, and now tonight getting that kind of morale back in the changing room, and of course another tough opposition coming up on Saturday. So we know we're going to have to be at our game again, like any other league game really. So yeah, the morale is definitely back, and we're looking forward to it.
You mentioned the game on Saturday as well. It's come at a good time, hasn't it? That kind of injection of confidence in the side and a win when you probably needed it most.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Saturday's fast approaching. I think within the next 48 hours we need to concentrate on our recovery and make sure we do everything right to be in the best shape for the game on Saturday.
And start for yourself as well. How did you feel you did on another start at St James's?
I enjoyed it. I think my performance was where I know I can play at. Kind of being that voice, being the leader on the pitch, and doing my job. So yeah, I'm definitely pleased with it.
The contributions of Kraft and Kelly underline the importance of depth within the Newcastle squad. Each player stepped up when called upon, proving that even those not always in the spotlight can have a significant impact on the team's success. As Newcastle continues to push for their goals this season, performances like these from unlikely heroes will be crucial in maintaining their momentum and competitiveness in the league. Then also in attack, Anthony Gordon deserves recognition for his performance. It was surprising to see him start, given his recent groin strain, yet he still managed to pose a threat. His pressing from the front created significant problems for Chelsea's defence, showcasing his determination and work rate. Alexander Isak, having a 7.5 match rating, also continued his scoring streak, finding the back of the net in consecutive games. This run is sure to bolster his confidence. His smart finish in this match, combined with improved hold-up play, marked a significant step forward compared to his recent performances. Isak's ability to contribute effectively in the attack is vital for Newcastle as they aim to build momentum. Also a shout to William Osula, who was finally given the opportunity to showcase his talent, and he did not disappoint. His performance featured impressive play with his back to goal, making intelligent runs that kept Chelsea's defenders on their toes. His near miss striking the post late in the game highlighted his attacking threat and left fans excited about his potential. Osula's encouraging performance suggests he is ready to take on a more prominent role in the squad. On another note, in goal. Despite securing a clean sheet, Nick Pope had moments of concern during the match. His tendency to punch the ball instead of catching it can be alarming at times. However, he had a solid night overall, making several routine stops and effectively parrying powerful shots from distance, having an 8.0 match rating, 4 saves, 3 punches, 1 out of 1 successful runs out, and 1 high claim. Pope's ability to keep a clean sheet is crucial, but refining his handling will be important as the season progresses. It was great to see Lewis Miley back on the pitch, especially as he replaced a tiring Sandro Tonali late in the game. His return adds depth to the midfield, and his youthful energy can be invaluable in maintaining the team's intensity during crucial moments. Talking about youth, Lewis Hall once again proved to be a key player for Newcastle United in their recent encounters with Chelsea. While he faced some challenges against Noni Madueke in the second half, Hall consistently made himself available as an outlet on the left flank. Having a 7.2 match rating, 1 block, 4 clearances, 1 headed clearance, 4 recoveries, and 1 time dribble passed. His maturity in defending during the first half showcased his growth as a player, and his positive attitude on the ball, coupled with intelligent passing, suggests he's gaining confidence with each match. Newcastle's victory over Chelsea, advancing them into the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup, was particularly sweet for Hall, a boyhood Newcastle fan. His joy in defeating his former club was evident, although it did not sit well with many Chelsea supporters. Hall took to Instagram to express his delight, initially posting "enjoyed that one" with a winky emoji, which he later changed to a grinning emoji. This playful post prompted a backlash from some Chelsea fans, with comments expressing disappointment and a sense of betrayal. One fan noted, "A lot of Chelsea fans have always backed you and still prop up your performances at Newcastle," while another criticized him for lacking respect. Be it as it may, as he continues to grow in confidence and skill, he is undoubtedly a star in the making. His performances against Chelsea are just the beginning, and fans can look forward to seeing even more from him as the season unfolds. Then, speaking after the game, Eddie Howe said,
"The performance and the result that you needed after Sunday?"
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been searching for a while, to be honest. I think it was a really strong performance. It was a big result for us. I'm delighted to get through.
You spoke yesterday about needing to turn the frustration from that defeat on Sunday into positive energy. Do you feel your players did that tonight?
Yeah, I did. I thought the players did. I thought the supporters did. I thought it was a really good response. We were playing a very good team tonight. I know they made a lot of changes, but they were bringing in outstanding players. So this was a great win for us. It was a timely one because we knew we needed to change our momentum. We know playing here brings a responsibility, and I thought the players really responded to that. And now we go again in a very short time in another massive game.
It's the third time in as many years you've made it to the Carabao Cup quarter-finals. In terms of ensuring kind of consistent performances, getting yourselves into the sort of positions where you can have a look at winning trophies, that's quite an encouraging statistic.
It is, and it's what we need to do. Easier said than done, because I think the early rounds in any competition, cup competition, are very difficult. You're tested mentally, you're going into difficult games. And you had to navigate a really tough one against Nottingham Forest. Wimbledon was never going to be easy, and then tonight. So totally sort of different range of games, but all equally difficult, and you have to, as I say, find a way through. And really pleased with today. Pleased we're into the next round. It gives us something to look forward to in the future.
It was a fast start tonight. Joe Linton hit the post very early on. Alex Isak's goal midway through the half kind of set the tone as well. Was that all part of the plan?
It's always part of the plan. In an ideal world, you score early and it makes the game a lot easier. But so yeah, I mean, look, I think playing at home, you always want a fast start. You want to get the energy. You want to know and show the crowd that you mean business and you're here to win the game and take the initiative in the match. I thought we did that, and scored 2 good goals today.
Particularly in the first half, you seemed to be applauding quite a lot in the technical area. You had quite a bit of joy getting the ball back high up the pitch. That must have been pleasing to see.
Well, it's nice to applaud rather than frown and the other way. So I think, look, you always want to try and express to the players what you want, and then you want to see what you want delivered. And I thought we saw that on a consistent basis today. I think the organisation detail from the players was very good. It had to be, because if we didn't get it right, and a couple of times we didn't, they played through us, but that's always going to happen. But again, the attitude of the players to then get behind the ball again and defend our goal was top class.
Another huge game to come on Saturday, of course, against Arsenal. What can today's win do in terms of confidence levels in the squad?
Yeah, hopefully it will elevate our feelings about ourselves, our own vision of what we are. I think there was times today when you look at us and think, well, that's us at our very best. Dynamic, intense, difficult to play against, and with a lot of quality as well, especially in the attacking areas.
Will those be the elements that you'll be demanding to see at the weekend as well, really, against another very good team?
Well, I think you can demand to see them, of course, and we want to see them. But there's two teams trying to almost counteract each other. So today we did our bit really well. Arsenal will be a different game. We'll have to get the details right for that, and we start preparation now.
Then, in other Newcastle United news, Newcastle United is poised to activate the 1-year extension clause in midfielder Sean Longstaff's contract. A product of the club's youth system, Longstaff has made 193 appearances since his debut in 2018, contributing 16 goals and 10 assists. This season, the 26-year-old has already played 10 times across the Premier League and League Cup, helping the Magpies to their current position of 12th in the table. Longstaff's existing contract, signed in 2022 and reportedly worth £50,000 per week, is set to expire at the end of the season. This would have allowed him to negotiate with other clubs starting in January and leave for free in the summer. Given Newcastle's current financial position under Profit and Sustainability Rules, PSR, losing players without compensation is not an option they can afford, whether they plan to utilise them or not. Longstaff's quality and experience make him a valuable asset, and he would likely command a decent fee if he were to be re-signed on a new deal. Telegraph reporter Luke Edwards confirmed on X that Newcastle is ready to activate the extension clause in Longstaff's contract. He also mentioned that discussions are ongoing regarding a potential long-term deal, ensuring that Longstaff won't be out of contract this summer. In addition to Longstaff's situation, Edwards shared in the same thread that Newcastle is interested in signing informed Brentford forward Brian Mbeumo in January. Moreover, Newcastle has announced the signing of highly rated Georgian forward Vakhtang Salia from Dinamo Tbilisi. Salia will officially join the club on his 18th birthday in August, but will remain with Dinamo until then. After the announcement, Paul Mitchell, Newcastle United sporting director, said, "We're delighted to get ahead of a number of other top clubs to sign Vakhtang. Scouting and recruiting emerging talent is an essential part of building a sustainable future, particularly within the current PSR framework. so the market is fiercely competitive. We continue to scout extensively, both domestically and overseas, with a view to securing players who can come through our talent pathway and ideally become part of the first team in future. We look forward to working with Vakhtang and wish him every success during his remaining time with Dinamo Tbilisi. We had previously discussed his playing style and the anticipation surrounding this deal, which was only awaiting official confirmation from Newcastle. So if you would like to know what kind of player Vakhtang Salia is and what he will bring to Newcastle United, click the video link on screen now.